Did you know you can eat like this when you go camping? Here are 5 delicious recipes to take on your next outdoor adventure. When it comes to breakfast, keep it easy. I've got a great recipe for some monkey bread foil packets that are so good. We're gonna turn these canned biscuits into monkey bread. Part of my make-ahead prep was some cinnamon sugar. I've got it in this little Tupperware container. It's the perfect thing to add our biscuits to and roll them around. And my favorite cooking pan, foil. You'll put about 2 biscuits per pouch. And that's it. We're just gonna set these on the campfire. You don't want it directly over the heat, just a little bit off to the side where it mimics an oven. Those biscuits are gonna cook about 8 minutes and you flip them halfway through. I love these little single serving packets of coffee. All you do is just add water. And in the evening, I might add a little Baileys. Just use your skillet to melt a little butter, drizzle it over the top. Perfection. Breakfast of champions right there. Just a perfect bite. Lunches don't have to be limited to hot dogs and turkey sandwiches. These are backpacker noodle bowls. Everything goes in dried and all you do is just add hot water. We're gonna start with these vermicelli rice sticks. These cook up super fast just by the addition of water. They also sell these great little ramen packets in the store. This makes things super easy too. Next, we add freeze-dried vegetables. You can often find these in soup mixes and things, just about a 1/4 cup in each cup. Next, I'm gonna add some chopped peanuts. For great peanut flavor and to keep this shelf stable, we're gonna use this dried peanut powder. This stuff is delicious and perfect for what we're doing. Next up, chicken bouillon powder. Look, this stuff, it's not always the best for you, but every once in a while, it's the perfect addition, and this adds a ton of flavor. Now we're gonna flavor it up with our herbs and spices. When you're making something like this, you don't have to stick to this exact recipe. Just think of flavors that you would wanna add in fresh and find their dried form. But because we're not actually cooking this out for an extended period of time, a little bit goes a long way, so a pinch is all you need. I'm just gonna put the top on, and now everyone has their own lunch in their backpack ready to go. I love this. All right, time for lunch. All right, just add water. You wanna cover it and let it steam and let those noodles absorb that water till they're nice and soft. This might be better than a hot dog. There's a lot of flavor in there. Dang. When you go camping, everything is more fun when the food is on a stick. So of course we're gonna make some kebabs. We're gonna have all our ingredients prepped, marinated, and frozen together in this bag. That way we'll pack it in the cooler. It will defrost by the time we're ready for dinner the next day. I've got an assortment of vegetables including onion, zucchini, and bell peppers. You can add in some pineapple, mushrooms, whatever you feel. A great tip if you're camping for more than one night is to make a little bit extra. Leftover grilled veggies are great for a sandwich or a salad. We're gonna go ahead and add our beef. If you wanted to sub chicken or shrimp or whatever, you do you. We're gonna go ahead and pour all of our marinade ingredients in here as well. Y'all, this is just a simple thing to do, even if you're staying home. This is a perfect way to plan ahead for entertaining. Now for the best trick is to freeze this. It's a good idea to freeze it flat so that when you pack your cooler, it doesn't take up too much room. We've got our kebab mixture out of the cooler. It is still freezing cold, but not frozen. So they're ready to hit the skewer. Some of these pieces are still a little bit frozen, so be careful, don't stab yourself. These are gorgeous. This is like restaurant quality meal at the campsite. I hope somebody brought the wine. Potatoes are one of the easiest things to bring to the campsite. Not only are they easy to cook right on the fire, but they don't have to be refrigerated. You can even just leave them in your car till it's time to go. Before I left, I prepped a bag of flavored oil. I just threw in some olive oil, seasonings. So now all I have to do is roll my potatoes around in this, wrap it in foil, and throw it on the coals. Perfect campfire potatoes. These campfire potatoes are the perfect side dish to our beef kebabs. If I've told you once, I've told you 100 times, a cast iron skillet is one of the most useful things in the kitchen or in the great outdoors. I've got a great recipe for a chicken pot pie that will warm you up, keep you satisfied. It uses about 6 ingredients. They're convenience products, but they're full of flavor, and this makes for a super easy dinner. You should balance out your groceries when you're going camping. You don't want to have to haul 15 coolers out there, so it's good to balance refrigerated with non-refrigerated items. Canned goods are great options, especially the kind that are easy to open. So this recipe just requires a couple cans. and some frozen foods. I love adding some frozen foods to my cooler because it helps keep the cooler cold, they stay cold, and I like them a little better than canned vegetables. I went ahead and chopped this cooked chicken ahead of time. Now all I'll have to do is add it to the skillet when we get to the fire. I added these frozen potatoes because this will also work for breakfast as well. This is just dump and go. Sometimes your food needs a little additional seasoning, so I always pack a little goodie bag of salt and pepper. However, this is a great time to make use of those convenience packets that you get with your takeout. I mean, travel with these, throw them out, you're good to go. Then we're gonna cover it with foil so when we put it on the fire, it acts like an oven. I mean, look at this. This will keep you going all day or night long. Let's not forget about dessert. S'mores are the obvious choice here, but I'm gonna show you the cutest thing I've ever seen. We're gonna basically build our s'mores or our dessert into a sugar cone and wrap it in foil. This has gotta be the easiest dessert ever. I mean, look at that. What a sweet ending to a perfect camping menu. When it comes to foods and fire, you can cook that. Unless you're making one of these recipes, don't invite me camping. That's not me. I'll eat a hot dog any day. Have I fooled you yet? By making you think I do this on a normal basis?